Listen up, because I'm about to drop some truth on you that most people will never understand. You don't have a body problem. You don't have a time problem. You have a mind problem. If you're struggling, it's not because you don't have what it takes. It's because your mind is running the show. And it's time to take control of that sucker. That, you see, your mind will lie to you. It will tell you that you're not strong enough, not fast enough, not good enough. And I'm here to tell you, you are all of those things. You just haven't learned how to unlock it yet. You've got to train your mind like it's the most important muscle in your body. Because let me tell you, it is. It's time to push past what your mind is telling you, to crush those limits and tap into your true potential. The question is, are you ready to face your fears, break through your pain, and come out on the other side stronger than ever? The mind is the battleground. And it's time to win this war. And welcome everyone on our new video. Dear listeners, our life is not about what happens to you, but how you respond to it. And the way you respond to life's challenges, opportunities, and setbacks is determined by the power of your mind. Training your mind is not a luxury or something to consider when life is calm and smooth. It's a necessity, a discipline, and a way of life. Your mind is the most powerful tool you will ever possess. Yet so many people leave it untrained, allowing it to wander aimlessly, consumed by negativity, doubt, and fear. You must understand that your mind is like a muscle. Just like you would train your body for strength and endurance, you must train your mind to handle adversity, to focus on what truly matters, and to create the life you desire. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to mental discipline. It's not talent or resources. It's the ability to stay focused, positive, and determined no matter what life throws your way. Training your mind starts with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts because they shape your reality. If your mind is filled with self-doubt, negative self-talk, and fear, those thoughts will manifest in your life. You cannot expect to live a positive life with a negative mind. Start by becoming aware of the stories you tell yourself. Are you feeding your mind with thoughts of empowerment, courage, and growth? Or are you letting it spiral into negativity and limitation? Our next step is to challenge your thoughts. Not every thought you have is true, and not every belief you hold serves you. Just because you've always thought a certain way doesn't mean it's right. Challenge the beliefs that hold you back. If you've been telling yourself, I can't do this, ask yourself, why not? Who says you can't? Often, the only thing standing in your way is the story you've been telling yourself for you. Rewrite that story. Tell yourself, I am capable, I am strong, I am enough. Training your mind also requires discipline. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. You don't need to have the perfect mindset every day, but you do need to show up for yourself. Build habits that support your mental strength. Start your day with intention. Take a few moments each morning to visualize the kind of day you want to have. Focus on gratitude and the opportunities ahead. When you start your day with a clear and positive mindset, you set the tone for everything that follows. Another key to training your mind is learning to embrace discomfort. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. The mind often resists change because it craves familiarity and safety. But if you stay where it's comfortable, you'll never reach your full potential. Train your mind to see challenges as opportunities, which in the discomfort you feel is a sign that you're growing. Remember, the diamond is formed under pressure, not in comfort. But your environment also plays a significant role in the state of your mind. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and believe in your potential. Avoid those who drain your energy or pull you into negativity. Be mindful of what you consume, not just food, but also media, conversations, and experiences. Everything you take in has an impact on your mind. Feed it with positivity, knowledge, and inspiration. Dear listeners, when training your mind, one of the most powerful practices you can adopt is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being present. Too often our minds are stuck in the past, replaying mistakes and regrets, or in the future, worrying of what's to come. Mindfulness helps you anchor yourself in the present moment, where life truly happens. When you're mindful, you can respond to life's challenges with clarity and intention rather than reacting impulsively. Practice mindfulness through meditation, nation. Deep breathing or simply paying attention to the present moment. And another important aspect of mental training is resilience is unpredictable and setbacks are inevitable. But resilience is what allows you to bounce back stronger. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about using failure as a stepping stone. Train your mind to see failure as feedback, not as a dead end. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Every setback is an opportunity to grow if you're willing to see it that way. Gratitude is another tool for mental training. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. When you train your mind to focus on what you have rather than what you don't, you cultivate a sense of peace and fulfillment. Start each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. This simple practice can transform your perspective and help you approach life with a sense of joy and possibility. You must also train your mind to let go of what you cannot control. So much energy is wasted on worrying about things beyond your influence. Focus on what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, your attitude. Let go of the rest. When you stop trying to control everything, you free your mind to focus on what truly matters. Patience is another crucial element of mental training. In today's fast-paced world, we expect instant results. Real growth takes time. Train your mind to be patient with yourself in your journey. Celebrate small victories and trust that progress is being made, even if you can't see it right away. And remember, the strongest trees take years to grow. Your growth is no different. Lastly, train your mind to believe in the power of your potential. You are capable of so much more than you realize. Don't limit yourself by what others say or by the limitations you've placed on yourself in the past. Dream big and take bold action. Believe that you can achieve greatness because you can. But it all starts in your mind. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Training your mind is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong journey. But the rewards are worth it. When you train your mind, you become unstoppable. You develop the clarity to pursue your goals, the resilience to overcome setbacks, and the strength to handle anything life throws your way. You create a life of purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Dear listeners, so start today. Take control of your thoughts, challenge your limitations, and commit to training your mind every single day. The life you want is within your reach, but it starts with the work you do inside yourself. Train your mind and the rest will follow. You have the power, the strength, and the potential to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. You'll believe in yourself and never stop striving for greatness. Your mind is the architect of your life. What you think, you become. And the way you perceive the world shapes your reality. This is not just a motivational phrase, it's a truth backed by countless experiences and stories of transformation. Now think about this. Have you ever noticed how 2 people can face the same situation, yet their outcomes differ dramatically? One sees obstacles and gives up, while the other sees opportunities and thrives. The difference isn't in the situations, in the mindset. Your thoughts are the seeds and your reality is the harvest. Whatever you plant in your mind will grow, whether it's fear or courage, doubt or confidence, a core. Most people live their lives on autopilot, allowing their minds to wander unchecked, dominated by negativity and fear. They let doubts creep in and dictate their actions. But here's the truth, your thoughts have power. When you focus on the negatives, what you don't have, what might go wrong, you invite those outcomes into your life. Your energy flows where your attention goes. If you focus on fear, you'll live in fear. If you focus on growth, you'll expand. It's not about ignoring life's challenges, but training your mind to see the possibilities even in difficult moments. What you believe about yourself becomes your reality. If you tell yourself you're not good enough, you'll subconsciously act in ways that confirm that belief. The good news is this, the same principle works in reverse. Start telling yourself, I am capable. I can overcome this, and you'll start noticing opportunities to make that true. The universe responds to the energy you project. Your mindset becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's not magic, it's the way your brain works. By focusing on positive outcomes, you prime your mind to find solutions and take action. It's not always easy to think positively, especially when life feels overwhelming. But remember, your mind doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be intentional. The first step is to catch those moments when your thoughts spiral into negativity. Ask yourself, is this thought helping or hurting me? If it's not serving you, challenge it. Replace it with something constructive. Over time, this practice rewires your brain. It's like training a muscle. The more you work at it, the stronger it becomes. Your reality shifts when you take control of your thoughts in life. The beauty of this truth is that it puts the power back in your hands. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your life. I'll be changing the way you think. You can change the way you experience the world. And imagine waking up every day with the belief that you are capable of greatness, that challenges are stepping stones, and that your potential is limitless. That's what happens when you train your mind to work for you, not against you. Your mind shapes your reality. Choose thoughts that build the life you want to live. Dear listeners, awareness is the key to transformation. Without it, you're like a ship drifting aimlessly at sea, controlled by external winds rather than an internal compass. Most of us move through life on autopilot, reacting to circumstances without questioning why we think, feel, or act a certain way. But what if you stopped and paid attention? What if you turned your gaze inward? Awareness is the foundation of growth because it helps you understand yourself at a deeper level. It's the starting point for breaking free from limiting patterns and building the life you truly desire. Imagine trying to solve a problem without knowing what's causing it. That's what life feels like without awareness. You might feel stuck, frustrated, or overwhelmed, yet not know why. Awareness changes this. When you become aware of your thoughts, emotions, and habits, you uncover the root causes of your struggles. For instance, you might realize that self-doubt has been holding you back, or that you've been sabotaging your goals with procrastination. Awareness doesn't solve the problem instantly, but it brings clarity, a powerful first step toward meaningful change. But the beauty of awareness is that it shifts your perspective. You start noticing the patterns in your life, the triggers that influence your reactions, and the beliefs that shape your decisions. It's like stepping outside yourself and observing your life from a new angle. This doesn't mean judging or criticizing yourself, it means understanding. When you understand why you think or behave a certain way, you create space for choice. And you're no longer a slave to your impulses, you become the master of your responses. Awareness empowers you to break free from autopilot mode and take deliberate action toward your goals. But awareness requires courage and honesty. It's not always comfortable to confront your thoughts or face the truth about your habits. You might discover beliefs you didn't even realize you held, beliefs that limit you. Yet this discomfort is part of the process. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. At first it's blinding, but soon you can see clearly. The more you practice awareness, the more natural it becomes. You'll start catching yourself in moments of negativity or self-doubt, and instead of being consumed by them, you'll be able to pause, reflect, and choose a better path. Awareness is a superpower because it unlocks everything else. Without it, you can't improve, grow, or heal. With it, you gain control over your life. You start to recognize that you are not your thoughts or emotions, you are the observer of them. And as the observer, you hold the power to change them. This is the foundation, whether it's achieving your goals, improving your relationships, or finding inner peace. Awareness is the first step, the spark that ignites transformation, and the foundation upon which a purposeful and fulfilled life is built. Dear listeners, your beliefs are the invisible scripts that guide your life, shaping your choices, actions, and ultimately your destiny. But have you ever stopped to question where those beliefs come from? Many of them aren't even yours. They're handed down by society, family, or past experiences, often without your conscious agreement. Here's the powerful truth: not all your beliefs serve you. Some of them hold you back, keep you small, and prevent you from reaching your full potential. To unlock the life you're capable of living, you must challenge your beliefs, especially the ones that whisper, you can't. And think about the stories you tell yourself. Maybe you believe you're not smart enough, talented enough, or not deserving of success. These beliefs feel so ingrained that you mistake them for facts, but they're not. They're just thoughts you've repeated so often that they've become your reality. Here's the good news: you have the power to rewrite those stories. Challenging your beliefs means questioning their validity. Ask yourself, is this belief really true? Is it helping me or doubting me back? More often than not, you'll find that these limiting beliefs are based on fear, not fact. Challenging your beliefs isn't about denying reality. It's about expanding it. When you push back against the limitations in your mind, you open doors you didn't even know existed. For example, if you've always believed you're bad at something, you might avoid trying. But what happens when you challenge that belief and take action, you discover new strengths, skills. Every time you question a limiting belief, you weaken its grip on your mind and create space for growth. You start replacing I can't with what if I can, and I'm not what I'm becoming. But let's be honest, challenging your beliefs isn't easy. It requires courage to confront the stories you've clung to for years. These beliefs may feel like a safety net, even if they're holding you back. Letting them go can feel like stepping into the unknown. Yet that's where transformation happens. Growth always demands stepping outside of what feels safe and familiar. Each time you challenge a belief, you're choosing possibility over limitation, courage over fear, and freedom over confinement. It's a powerful act of reclaiming your agency over your own life. Every breakthrough you experience begins with questioning a belief that's no longer serving you. So when you dare to challenge your beliefs, you rewrite the narrative of your life. Or you start to see that your potential is not defined by your past or by the labels others have given you. You realize that your limitations are not real, they're simply walls you've built in your mind. And as you tear down those walls, you step into a world of endless possibilities. Challenging your beliefs is not just an act of change, it's an act of liberation. Consistency is the quiet force that shapes greatness. It's the steady, relentless pursuit of your goals. Even when the excitement fades and the initial motivation wears thin. And think about it, you don't become successful in one giant leap. Success is built brick by brick, day by day. This is where consistency comes in. It's easy to start strong, but the real difference maker is sticking with it. Even when things get tough or progress seems slow. Consistency is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's the bridge between intention and reality. Dear listeners, and mental discipline doesn't happen overnight. It's cultivated through consistent actions, no matter how small they seem. It's waking up early when you don't feel like it. Doing the work even when you're exhausted. It's showing up even when it's like no one is watching. And this is not about huge bursts of energy, but about making the choice every day to stay committed to your vision. Mental discipline grows through repetition. The more you train your mind to focus on the task at hand, the stronger it becomes. It's in the moments of discomfort that you strengthen your resolve. When you commit to consistency, you're training your brain to persevere. In fact, your brain loves routine, even if it doesn't always seem like it. And the more you consistently act in alignment with your goals, the more your mind adapts and becomes disciplined in maintaining that focus. It becomes easier to push past distractions and stay on track because you've made it a habit. Mental discipline isn't a skill you're born with. It's a muscle that gets stronger the more you work at it. Through consistency, you teach your mind to stay focused on the long-term vision, even when instant gratification tries to pull you away. Consistency also builds resilience. It's as easy to be motivated when things are going well, but true strength comes when you continue to move forward, even when obstacles arise. And there will be days when your progress feels minimal, or when you're overwhelmed with setbacks. On those days, consistency is what keeps you going. It's the belief that every small step matters, that every action, no matter how insignificant it may seem, brings you closer to your goal. When you build consistency into your routine, you're not just building a path to success, you're building the resilience to overcome the inevitable challenges that will come your way. And the power of consistency is that it compounds over time. What seems small and insignificant today can become monumental in the future. It's the daily effort that, when accumulated, transforms into extraordinary results. Your mental discipline grows out of these daily commitments. By committing to consistency, you just improve your focus, you change your entire mindset. But you shift from a place of wishful thinking to one of action. The more consistent you are, the more unstoppable you become. A consistency doesn't just help you achieve your goals, it builds the very foundation for your success. Growth doesn't come from comfort, it comes from embracing the discomfort that challenges you to rise above where you are. The truth is, if you're constantly staying in your comfort zone, you're not growing. It's easy to avoid discomfort, to stick to what feels safe, familiar, and predictable. But that's where stagnation lies. The magic happens when you step outside of your comfort zone, when you choose to face the discomfort that comes with pushing yourself towards something greater. In those moments of discomfort, you're not just testing your limits, you're expanding them. That discomfort is the fuel for transformation. It's like lifting weights at the gym. You feel the burn and it's tough, but that's how muscle grows. The same principle applies to your mind and character. Every time you face something uncomfortable, whether it's a difficult conversation, a challenging project, or pushing through self-doubt, you're building mental and emotional strength. It's not about seeking discomfort for the sake of it, but about understanding that growth is a direct result of confronting what feels difficult. And the more you embrace discomfort, the more you expand your capacity to handle challenges with resilience and grace. Dear listeners, it's easy to avoid discomfort because it feels unnatural. We're wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. But growth requires the opposite, the willingness to lean into the discomfort, to face what scares you, to tackle what seems impossible. When you choose discomfort, you stop avoiding the hard stuff and start seeing it as an opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to become stronger. When you embrace discomfort, you stop running from fear and start running toward your potential. It's in those uncomfortable moments that you realize you're capable of far more than you thought. The truth is, growth doesn't happen in the absence of discomfort, it happens because of it. I don't think about any time you've achieved something great in your life. I can guarantee that it wasn't easy. It required persistence, courage, and stepping into the unknown. Whether it was starting a new project, learning a new skill, or pushing through personal challenges, the discomfort you felt was part of the process. The discomfort you faced is what will make you stronger tomorrow. It's the uncomfortable experiences that shape you into the person capable of achieving greatness. When you embrace discomfort, you also cultivate resilience. Life will always throw challenges your way, and it's easy to be overwhelmed by them if you haven't trained yourself to handle discomfort. But when you face discomfort consistently, when you've learned to lean into it rather than shrink away, you build the strength to tackle whatever comes next. Discomfort becomes less daunting over time. You stop seeing it as a barrier and start seeing it as a bridge, one is adorning you to new heights, to better versions of yourself. The more you embrace discomfort, the more you realize that on the other side of everything I ever wanted. Energy you surround yourself with plays a crucial role in shaping your mindset, actions, and ultimately your destiny. You've heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And it's true. The people around you have an incredible influence on your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, self-doubt, and pessimism, it's almost impossible to stay positive and focused on your goals. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with positive, uplifting individuals, you create an environment where growth and success can thrive. Positivity isn't just about surrounding yourself with people who always say everything will be fine. It's about connecting with individuals who inspire you, challenge you, and help you see your potential. These are the people who encourage you to push past your limits, who remind you that setbacks are temporary, and who believe in you when you struggle to believe in yourself. Positive people don't just lift you up, they elevate your mindset, pushing you to think bigger and act bolder. When you're surrounded by positivity, you feel more empowered to take risks, chase your dreams, and become the best version of yourself. Dear listeners, but positivity isn't just about the people around you. It's also about the media you consume, the thoughts you ought to occupy your mind, and the environment you create for yourself. The content you absorb, whether through social media, news, or entertainment, can either fuel your growth or drain your energy. If you're constantly consuming negativity, you'll start to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or defeated. However, when you choose to fill your mind with positive, inspiring content, books, podcasts, or motivational videos, you're reinforcing a mindset of possibility, hope, and action. The more positive influences you allow into your life, the more you'll begin to see the world through a lens of opportunity rather than limitation. You may find that as you begin to surround yourself with positivity, some relationships start to shift. And negative people or energy-draining environments may no longer serve you, and that's okay. It is natural for growth to lead to change. As you embrace a more positive mindset, you may outgrow certain connections that once held you back. Letting go of negativity can be uncomfortable, but it's necessary for your evolution. Just as a plant needs sunlight and water to grow, you need positivity, encouragement, and support to thrive. Remember, you don't need to hold on to relationships or situations that don't align with your growth. You deserve to be surrounded by people and environments that lift you higher, not weigh you down. Surrounding yourself with positivity is one of the most powerful ways to transform your life. It's like planting seeds of success in the fertile soil of your mind. When you create a positive environment, you foster a mindset that is resilient, focused, that's even. You'll find that challenges become easier to overcome, setbacks become opportunities to learn, and success feels inevitable. The more positivity you surround yourself with, the more it becomes a part of who you are, where your life will reflect the energy you choose to attract. So make the conscious decision today to surround yourself with positivity, whether in the people you spend time with, the content you consume, or the thoughts you choose to nurture. It's the foundation for a life filled with growth, achievement, and fulfillment. Our resilience is the power to withstand adversity and bounce back stronger from life's toughest challenges. It's the mental toughness that enables you to rise again after a setback, to keep going when everything seems to be falling apart. Resilience isn't something you're born with, it's something you build, one experience at a time. The key to cultivating resilience is understanding that pain, failure, and difficulty are part of the human experience, not the end of it. Every hardship you face is an opportunity to grow. And the way you respond to these challenges determines how strong and resilient you'll become. So the question is, how will you respond when life tests you? Dear listeners, when life gets hard, it's easy to feel defeated, to throw in the towel and give up. But resilience is about pushing through those moments when everything feels impossible. It's about choosing to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. Resilient people don't just accept challenges, they rise to meet them. They see obstacles not as barriers, but as stepping stones. Each time you face a challenge and refuse to let it define you, you strengthen your resilience. Every time you get knocked down and stand up again, you build the mental and emotional muscle required to face the next challenge with even more courage and determination. Our resilience is also about adaptability. It's the ability to pivot when things don't go as planned, to change course without losing sight of your ultimate goal. Life is unpredictable, and you can't always control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. And the resilient people don't let failure stop them, they learn from it. They don't give up after one defeat, they adapt, they grow, and they try again, smarter and more prepared. Cultivating resilience means becoming flexible in the face of adversity, learning to embrace uncertainty, and trusting that you can handle whatever life throws your way. Building resilience also requires self-belief. You need to trust in your ability to handle difficulties and believe in your inner strength. In the face of adversity, it's easy to doubt yourself and wonder if you're capable. But resilience is rooted in the belief that you have what it takes to navigate through tough times and come out the other side stronger. It's not about avoiding failure or hardship. It's about knowing that even when you fail, you will rise again. That belief is what fuels your perseverance. The more you trust yourself, the more you'll realize that you can take on life's challenges with confidence and grace. Ultimately, resilience is the difference between those who achieve their goals and those who give up. It's the ability to stay committed to your purpose, even when the road gets rough. When you cultivate resilience, you develop the mental and emotional endurance to keep going when things get tough. You begin to see obstacles as opportunities to test your strength and refine your character. Resilience doesn't just help you survive, it helps you thrive. With resilience, you learn that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you will always rise again stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever before. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to happiness and fulfillment. It's not just a simple feeling, it's a powerful practice that can transform your entire life. When you focus on gratitude, you shift your mindset from what you don't have to what you already possess. Instead of dwelling on the things you lack or the obstacles you face, you start appreciating the abundance that already surrounds you. Gratitude is like a lens that allows you to see the world in a brighter and more positive light, even in the darkest of times. It's a reminder that no matter how difficult life may seem, there is always something to be grateful for. Focusing on gratitude doesn't mean ignoring your challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to see the good amidst the chaos. Life is full of ups and downs, but by training your mind to focus on what you're grateful for, you develop a resilience that helps you face adversity with a positive attitude. Every day you can find something, no matter how small, that brings you joy, peace, or fulfillment. Or it could be a supportive friend, a moment of quiet, or the ability to wake up and try again. These moments of gratitude serve as anchors, grounding you in the present and helping you appreciate the beauty of life even when it's hard to see. Dear listeners, the power of gratitude lies in its ability to rewire your brain. When you regularly practice gratitude, you begin to reprogram your mind to seek out the positive. Instead of focusing on what's going wrong, you start noticing what's going right. Gratitude becomes a habit. And as you continue to nurture it, you start attracting more positivity into your life. The more you give thanks for the small blessings, the more blessings you will find. Gratitude has the power to shift your energy, opening doors to new opportunities and deeper connections. It's a simple but profound practice that can make a world of difference in your outlook on life. Gratitude also strengthens your relationships. When you show appreciation for the people around you, you deepen your connections and foster a sense of mutual respect and love. People want to be around those who value and acknowledge their efforts. By focusing on gratitude, you create an environment where love, kindness, and support flourish. The more you express your gratitude, the more you invite positive energy into your life and the lives of others. Gratitude isn't just something you feel, it's something you share. It has a ripple effect, spreading joy and positivity to everyone it touches. When you focus on gratitude, you stop taking things for granted. You start to recognize the beauty and the mundane miracles in the everyday. The simple act of pausing and acknowledging your blessings can radically shift your perspective. It teaches you that happiness doesn't come from waiting for perfect circumstances, chasing external validation. Happiness is found in the present moment, in appreciating what you have, and in embracing the richness of life, even in its imperfections. Gratitude is the foundation upon which a life of joy, fulfillment, and abundance is built. So no matter where you are in your journey, choose to focus on gratitude. It will transform your life in ways you never thought possible. One of the most liberating realizations you can have is that not everything is in your control. I will often spend so much time trying to manipulate outcomes, fix situations, or change other people, but the truth is, many aspects of life are simply out of our hands. The more we try to control the uncontrollable, the more we invite stress, frustration, and disappointment into our lives. Imagine the freedom that comes when you stop worrying about the things you cannot change. The weight of the world starts to lift when you realize that, in many cases, your peace doesn't have to depend on external circumstances. Instead, it can come from within. Trying to control everything is like swimming against a powerful current. No matter how hard you try, you can't fight the flow of life. The sooner you accept that you can conquer everything, the sooner you stop resisting and start flowing with life's natural rhythm. This doesn't mean you become passive or detached. It simply means you choose your battles wisely. You put your energy into what you can influence, like your actions, your mindset, and your responses, while letting go of everything else. When you focus on what is within your control, you reclaim your peace and your power, leaving behind the constant strain of trying to control what's beyond your reach. Letting go of what you can't control is not an act of surrendering to weakness, but of embracing strength. It takes great strength to accept that some things will never go the way you want, and yet you remain unshaken. It's in the moments where you choose to release the need for control that you experience true freedom. You stop living in a state of anxiety and frustration and begin to find peace in the flow of life. Even when things don't unfold according to your plans, the idea is not to stop caring or to give up hope, but to free yourself from the burden of trying to micromanage an aspect of life. When you relinquish the things you cannot change, you make room for growth, resilience, and peace. There is incredible power in letting go. It's a radical act of trust, a belief that the universe has its own timing and order, even if it's not immediately clear to us. Every time you let go of control, you teach yourself the art of patience and acceptance. You learn to stop fighting life's natural course and start working in harmony with it. Letting go helps you step into the present moment, where true peace and growth happen. It's about surrendering the need to be perfect, to always have the right answer, or to force everything to go your way. Instead, you learn to trust that everything happens for a reason, and that sometimes not knowing is part of the journey. As you begin to let go of what you can't control, you'll notice that your life becomes less about constant effort and more about trusting the process. You'll find a sense of calm even in the midst of chaos. The weight of trying to change things beyond your control will no longer hold you down. You'll discover a deeper sense of clarity and focus as you stop wasting energy on things that won't change and start investing in the things that truly matter. When you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you unlock a new level of peace and resilience. Life becomes less about struggle and more about embracing the beauty of uncertainty, knowing that you are strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. Dear listeners, growth is not always a linear path. It's easy to get frustrated when things aren't progressing as quickly as we want them to. But the truth is, patience is a vital part of the process. You cannot rush growth. It's like planting a seed and expecting to bear fruit overnight. The natural progression of growth takes time. Every small step, every small setback, and every small victory builds on the other. The key to growth is learning to be patient with yourself and trusting that even when progress seems slow, you're still moving forward. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your greatest achievements be. One of the biggest obstacles to growth is the pressure we put on ourselves. We live in a world that demands instant results, where we are constantly bombarded with images of success and achievement, making us feel like we should be further along by now. But what we often forget is that true growth happens in phases. You may not see the fruits of your labor immediately, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening beneath the surface. Like a tree growing its roots in silence before it reaches toward the sky, your growth is unfolding in ways you may not even be aware of. The process may be invisible, but it's no less important. The road to success is full of ups and downs, and it's easy to become disheartened when progress feels slow. But every challenge, every failure, and every mistake is part of your growth. Patience is not about sitting back and waiting for things to happen, but rather about continuing to show up, even when it feels like you're not seeing immediate results. It's about understanding that growth is a marathon, not a sprint. The more you practice patience, the more you learn to trust the process, and the more confident you become that your efforts are building towards something meaningful. Patience with growth requires shifting your perspective. It's about learning to appreciate the small steps, the quiet moments of progress that might seem insignificant in a moment but add up over time. Sometimes the most important growth comes when we least expect it. It's not always about reaching the destination, but about who you become in the process. Each struggle, each triumph, and each challenge shapes you into a more resilient, stronger version of yourself. If you rush through this process, you might miss the lessons hidden within each moment. Growth requires patience, but the rewards are worth the wait. Ultimately, patience is a mindset. It's choosing to trust that things are doing exactly as they should, even if you can't see the end result yet. When you embrace patience in your growth, you give yourself permission to take your time and evolve at your own pace. You stop comparing your journey to others and begin to trust your own unique path. Be patient with growth that's happening, even if you can't see it. Just like a flower blooming in its own time, your growth will come, and when it does, it will be more beautiful and more powerful than you could have ever imagined. Dear listeners, you have within you a wellspring of untapped potential. It's easy to forget just how powerful you are when you face challenges or doubt yourself. But the truth is, your potential is limitless. The only thing standing between where you are now and where you could be is belief. The moment you truly believe in your own potential, you unlock a world of possibilities. It's not about what you've done in the past or where you've come from. It's about what you choose to believe about your future. When you believe that you are capable of achieving greatness, the universe starts to align to support your vision. Your potential is far greater than you give it credit for. And many of us are held back by self-imposed limitations, convinced that we are not capable of achieving the success we desire. And these limitations are not inherent, they are beliefs we've allowed to shape our reality. The truth is, the only real limits are the ones you place on yourself. If you can dream it, you can do it. You are capable of far more than you may have ever imagined. There are no boundaries to what you can achieve when you start believing in your own power. Whether it's creating a new career, mastering a skill, or transforming your life, the first step is always belief. When you believe, you start to take action, and that action propels you forward. One of believing in your potential isn't about having all the answers or knowing exactly how things will unfold. It's about having the faith to take the first step, even when the path isn't clear. Belief gives you the courage to face your fears and keep going despite the obstacles. Every journey starts with belief, and that belief gives you the fuel to continue when things get tough. It's the confidence that even in the face of uncertainty, you are capable of rising to the occasion. When you truly believe in yourself, you become unstoppable. Challenges no longer feel like roadblocks, they become stepping stones to your success. The potential within you isn't just about achieving goals or reaching milestones, it's about who you become along the way. If believing in your unlimited potential allows you to tap into a deeper level of strength and resilience. It empowers you to keep pushing forward even when the odds are stacked against you. You start to see failure not as defeat, but as a learning experience and necessary part of growth. Your belief in yourself becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you believe, the more you achieve, and the more you achieve, the stronger your belief becomes. It's a cycle that propels you to greater heights, constantly expanding what you think is possible. When you believe in your unlimited potential, you release yourself from the chains of doubt and fear. You stop looking for external validation and start trusting your own abilities. You are no longer limited by what others think or by past experiences. You begin to take ownership of your own destiny, realizing that the power to shape your future is in your hands. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. You are capable of achieving more than you ever thought possible. It's believing your unlimited potential in the world and up to you and waking you up. Your potential is limitless. And once you believe in it, there is nothing that can stop you. In conclusion, the journey of personal growth is not just about the destination, it's about the transformation that takes place along the way. The power to shape your reality lies within your mind. And the first step to unlocking that power is training your mind to believe in what's possible. Cultivating awareness, challenging your beliefs, and embracing discomfort are all part of the process, but at the core of it all is consistency. As you continue to surround yourself with positivity, build resilience, and focus on gratitude, you will begin to realize the immense potential that resides within you. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to grow stronger. Every moment of discomfort is a chance to push through and evolve. Through patience, resilience, and belief in your unlimited potential, you will begin to transform your life in ways you never imagined. Life will no longer feel like a series of random events, but a carefully crafted masterpiece that you are creating each day. Remember, the most powerful force for change is the belief that you can't the first step today. Trust in the process. And never forget that your mind has the ability to shape the life you dream of. Your potential is limitless, and when you believe in it, there are no limits to what you can achieve. Keep pushing forward. Your best self is waiting on the other side of the journey. Thank you for taking the time to listen and reflect on this journey of growth and self-discovery. And remember, the power to change your life and achieve greatness lies within you. Stay focused, stay patient, and always believe in your unlimited potential. I hope you feel inspired to take the next steps on your path toward becoming the best version of yourself. Goodbye for now, but never forget that every new beginning starts with a single step. Keep pushing forward and trust that you are capable of achieving everything you set your mind to. Take care and continue to grow. Your best days are ahead.